my god. Oh my god, did you guys see that? God, there's one. There's a fish. Oh my god. Jeez. So I got a question for you guys. Have you ever been fishing? I'm sure you have. Have you ever been fishing, right? And the whole drive to the lake or to the river or wherever, it's just nice and overcast and cloudy, and then the moment your boat touches water, it starts to rain. Yeah, well, that's what we're experiencing right now on the river. So welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the river trying to do some fishing, and of course the weather has to turn on me. I mean, I haven't even been here. I literally just put the boat in and it was completely fine, but luckily there is a bridge right up here. I'm gonna try to zoot on over to it, get some cover from the rain, and gosh, I hope we can fish through this. The weather's been really nice today. Also got this month's Mystery Tackle Box Pro, which if you don't know what that is, we'll talk about that a little bit more momentarily, but we need to get to this bridge like ASAP. Wow, I really wish I would have gotten the maneuver that I just pulled on camera, but yeah, kind of came in, did a little sideways Fast and Furious drift type situation because the current is so strong right now, the river's running, and yeah, but I managed to land the boat in a safe situation where the current can't sweep me away. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is super frustrating. Last few days in the south, it's been actually pretty mild weather, you know, like highs in the 60s and stuff, so it hasn't been freezing cold. So I've been trying to get out and fish. The problem is we've been fighting this kind of weather, which is like just a slight little drizzle, you know, just enough to keep you wet. And then you're freezing cold because it's 60 degrees and you're wet. But yeah, this would be a good place to do a little mystery tackle box unboxing. And I'm not even going for a slam today. I'm just hopefully I can use one or two lures out of the MTB to catch fish. But I've also got some of my own lures tied on, including the old A-rig, because we know the hybrids in this river love that. Also got a little deep diving crank, and I'll probably put a jig on the other one, you know. Just a little something, something. Yeah, but let's take a look inside this MTB and see what's crack-lacking. That's an extremely risky situation to have my camera in right there, but hey, you know. So yeah, Mystery Tackle Box Pro, if you guys don't know what this is, it's a monthly subscription box. I know I go over this every month, but there are still people that do not know what this is, or there's just new people to my channel that may have never seen one before. But it's a monthly tackle box full of mystery lures that gets delivered to your house every single month. And let's see what's in this month's MTB. But yeah, I got a little card right there showing what's in there and how much it costs retail. Got a little tips and tricks menu right there, can kind of help walk you through how to fish some of the baits that are in the box. Right out of the bait, we got some spear point hooks. Now check those bad boys out. That's a very interesting looking hook and like a bend of the shank. Yeah, so that's, I mean, hey, if it helps me catch fish, I'm all about it. We got a little Lucky John? Yeah, Lucky John, little crankbait right here, kind of a crawl pattern situation going on. Looks like maybe, is that like a jerk? It says it goes 5 to 9 feet. That's interesting. So that's actually a good depth range this time of year. Boom, we got a Guggen Squad banger, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Square bills always work well in the river, or kind of just crankbaits in general, but oh wow, I just threw it off the boat. That's cool. Got a little Savage Deer 3D, oh, excuse me, 4D crawl. Yeah, 4-dimensional, baby. Gotta have 4 dimensions these days. And with that, we got a little tightrope jig, a little micro jig that actually is gonna go perfect with that crawl. Got some Weston, little, kind of looks like a stick bait, but then again, I'm not really sure what that is. That'll go well with the hooks if we wanted to try that. And then we got some 10,000 fish Sakoshi bugs. Perfect little, like a Ned rig bait or a drop shot bait, anything like that, which this time of year can normally be pretty good. We got a little sticker, and we got a little monthly spotlight. I guess that just kind of talks about the jig and maybe, you know, how to fish it, different retrieves, different areas to use them, whatever. Looks cool. So yeah, just looking in this box, I would certainly put on either the banger or the Lucky John crank, or it might even be a jerk, a rip bait or something, I don't know, but one of those two hard baits. This small jig would actually be really good this time of year. You know, this is the river system. Jigs normally work pretty well. We could put the 4D crawl on it, or the Sakoshi bug for that matter. But the worm, probably not going to mess with, because it's just, it's not really the deal right now. So yeah, I'm gonna set a couple of those bad boys aside. I'm gonna keep my A-rig tied on because that could also be the move too. Looks like the rain is kind of starting to slow down, so I'm gonna use this opportunity to get rigged up and hopefully catch some fish. All right, crankbait rigged, jig rigged. The rain is, it's hard to read. It stops for a minute and then it starts back up. I just put on an extra hoodie that way, in case I do get peed on, it's not so bad. But I think I'm gonna make my first run and kind of head to the first little area. By the way, if you wanted to get a mystery tackle box and save a ton of money, click the link right at the top of the description. I forgot to say that. And use code LOJO Fish at checkout. You can get your first one for like 10 bucks. You guys saw all the stuff that was there, so it's definitely a good deal. But we're gonna have to navigate this river and figure out if we're gonna get rained on or not. Oh, jeez, I was on there. Here we go into the eye of the beast. Yeah, the river is full. 16, 17 feet deep right there, which is really good because I know some really good cover structure right here that's only like, 7, 8, maybe even 10 feet deep, which is to me the right depth this time of year to be targeting bass. Look at all these freaking birds. That's a good sign. Always a good sign when I pull up to this spot. There's a ton of birds, and if there's birds, there's bait, right? I mean, that's kind of how this works. I didn't even check water temp. What are we looking at here? 50.7. That's freaking cold. I'd like to start with this crank just to see if I can kind of power fish some of these guys out of here. Really like that craw colored crank, even though this time of year it's more about white for me. But I was reading, or I was watching a video the other day, and somebody was talking about how like these craw colored cranks really excel in cold, dingy water. So let's see, you want one. Man, that felt like a bump. Is he on there still? Man, I had one. That was weird. He bumped it, and then he was like swimming towards me. So I didn't feel pressure until like a few cranks in after I felt the tick. That's a good sign. Almost forgot to mention the mismatched gloves. I'm sure you guys have already noticed by now. Yeah, I could only find one of each glove, but luckily they were opposite hands, so that worked out well. Looking at this jig, and the same thing, the same feature of it that's good is it's going to make it bad today, because the reason it's good is because it's small, right? The water temperature is 50 degrees. Now, it may come up a little, but we're looking like 51, 52 max. So that crankbait bite that we wanted to get on may not be an option, but a jig bite may be. Here's the problem. We're in a river system, okay, and the river's running right now, meaning it's full and the current is pretty strong. So a really small, light jig may not be able to fall enough to get it to where we want it to be, before it gets kind of like swept by the current. So we may have to upgrade to a bigger jig, because I do think a jig is a good situation in this river. I even think a micro jig like this would be good, but like I said, if it's going to get swept up in the current, it's not really going to help us that much. So we may be tweaking some of our presentations soon, but I am going to stick with it just a little bit longer, see if it'll work. So before I make any lure changes, I have to throw the A-rig around some, because we've had too much good luck on the A-rig before in this river, just catching big hybrids, catching largemouth. We've caught too many good fish in this river on an A-rig not to throw it. I'm not sure how this cold weather affects hybrids. God, There's one. There's a fish. Oh my God. Jeez. That's gotta be a hybrid. God. It is. God, I mean, oh, there was another one with it. There was another one chasing it in. Look at that chop. Freaking. Just a monster hybrid. Oh my God. I gotta see if I have a scale. I've caught all these fish and never weighed one. We're gonna weigh one today, baby. This is one of the fish that has scarred my hand up recently. See, Badger forgot to tell me that they have a freaking spike in their gill plate, and they will just straight up stab you like a street fight. Let's get a weight on this guy, because I just don't know what a big hybrid even is. I don't even know. Yoinks, he's a fighter. Look at that, that's a 5-pound hybrid right there almost. Wow. Dude, you're the man. You guys are so freaking cool. I mean, never even fished for hybrids in my life. These frickers they're insane. Boom, going. I mean, they hit, I don't know. I can't explain it unless you've ever caught one before. They hit like an absolute ton of bricks. And if you heard my reel, it actually gave up some drag. And I've got straight braid on here, probably 50-pound braid. And the drag on the reel is maxed out. And the Joker still pulled drag. God, oh God, almost just went in the freaking river. Okay, so the hybrids are still out here. Big hybrids. That's not even the biggest one that me and Badger have caught out here. We've caught some probably close to 10 pounds, which apparently is a really good size hybrid. I didn't even know. Whew, okay, so the cold water has not put a damper on the hybrids and how they like to hit and fight and eat. Jeez, guys, I mean, geez is all I can say. Well, my boat position is getting crazy, so I better make an adjustment here before we get sucked up into the dam. Not something that I want to do. Well, we know where the hybrids are. If we want to come back and catch more Mondo hybrids, I've been on them. I mean, I have been on them. Not to brag, because I'm not even a really good fisherman, but I've been on the freaking hybrids lately. The last month or so, I have been absolutely on them. But I really want to get on a largemouth bass. That's what I want to do. Or even a big spot would be cool. I think what we're going to do, because we have hit my home area pretty well here. We're going to head down river some. We may end up coming back here. I don't know. But I tell you what's really frustrating about today. I just realized, like, the last time me and Badge took the boat out, that my front unit is not working. Like, I can turn it on, but it's not talking to the front transducer, so I basically am blind up front. So that really sucks. So I have to come back here, obviously, and look at the rear unit if I want to know, like, water depth and temperature and contour, all that stuff. Super frustrating, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Look at this dirty water coming out of this creek right here. That is insane. That's so weird looking. But I'm gonna try to crank the mouth of this creek, and then we're gonna go down it. Since the water is so full in the river today, this creek should be full, and we should be able to go like all the way back down. And see, we haven't been able to go all the way down this creek in a long time. We've only been able to go like, you know, like 50 yards in or something like that. Not today. We should be good. Now, I don't know if it's good that this water is so dirty. And one thing I know about dirty water is it holds the warmth a little bit. It doesn't get so cold. Or I could have that completely backwards, but I'm under the impression that dingier water actually kind of doesn't get affected by the weather as drastically. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. As if the universe was trying to tell me that I was right. I just went back there to check the rear unit. It is 56 degrees right here at the mouth of this creek. So I would say yes, this is the whole dingy water thing. There might be something to that. I did go ahead and upgrade jigs like I said I was going to do. I put a 1/2 ounce thick jig on there, black and blue, which is perfect because of how dirty this water is. I'm gonna kind of just switch back and forth, flipping the jig around if I see any structure or, you know, lay down or anything. And then I want to crank some too. I want to keep throwing that crank because I really think especially if the water temperature is higher in this creek. That could work too. Now see, this is the point where we normally can't go any further because the water is so low. But as you guys can see, it's plenty. There's plenty of room right there in the middle for us to get this boat through. Let's see if we can just slide on through. Oh, wow, that's a tree. There we go. Golly. Poor trolling motor. He has been through so much. I still think we can get by. I don't really know what I just hit. I guess a part of that tree. Oh, heck, we're good. All right, we're in the Forbidden Forest now, kids. There's no going back. And who knows, ow, those water levels could rise while we're in here. And we might not be coming out anytime soon. You know, one thing's making me a little nervous being back here. Seems like the creek is running out, you know, into the river. And it seems like the current is picking up, like the further I go back here. And I'm wondering if that's because they're drawing down the river, you know what I mean, which is pulling water out of this creek. The reason why that would be important is because we just barely made it over that tree to get back here. So if the water level started dropping really fast and I wasn't paying attention, we'd essentially be trapped back here or just in a really bad situation. It's kind of stuck back here with no way out. So I'm gonna give this a little bit longer, but I mean, the current is definitely picking up coming from the creek out. Oh, come on. I didn't see that tree there. Dang it. Trying to cast into this dang water discharge. And there's a gosh darn branch right there. What are the odds? This poop water just kind of goes on forever. I guess it's just kind of coming out of that creek and it just goes all the way down the gosh darn river. I got to find some slack water. That's going to be my next plan here. I've done it before. You know, you go down the river, you're in the current, and there's little current breaks and little pools of slack water that's not really moving. And typically, if you can find places like that, you can find bass. I mean, they don't like swimming in the current all day either. You know what I mean? They're looking for places to hide, places to chill. And so does the bait. The bait fish do that too. So, wow, bird just took a fat poop right there. Wow, that was almost on me. So I'm really appreciative, bird. Thank you for that. Oh, just got hit. Oh my God, did you guys see that? Oh my God. Come on, they'll come back for it. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure that was a couple hybrids fighting for the A-rig. Oh. I just had a hit a few seconds before that. These fish, when I tell you they're insane, they are insane. It's crazy because I pulled up to a spot over here and there was a couple guys in a little catfish boat fishing it. So I had to go around them. I was like, you know, I asked them which way they were working so I wasn't getting in their way. So now I went around them and that was my like second cast with the A-rig. It's like these hybrids are just, I don't know, there's so many of them in this river system. It is insane. Because it's like any direction I cast the A-rig in, it's just, there's a hybrid there, you know, or multiple hybrids, like fighting over it. Oh, just got knocked. Come on, come back for it. Just got rocked. Definitely got hit. They're over here. I can feel it. I can feel it in my blood. I can feel the hybrids waiting to tear the rod out of my hand. And there he is, trying to tear the rod out of my hand. Oh, he came off. No, 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 no. Bet she's straightened a freaking hook out or something. I don't know which one he had. One of these hooks does look straightened out. God, that one looks freaking straightened out, doesn't it? Jeez. One cool thing about these hybrids is they'll hit. They'll hit over and over and over again. They're not super shy like largemouth bass are. There he is. Oh my God. Oh, it came off. Oh, guys, did you see how much pressure I had on that fish? Like there's nothing you can do in that situation. Like my rod bend was insane. Oh, there was another one. There's another one. They're still following it. They're like right there. This is freaking insane. I mean, I still can't believe that fish got off. There he is. God, I can't even crank him. Oh my God. Come on. Look at how hard I'm pulling this fish. Oh, he's like weirdly hooked too. He's like foul hooked. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh. You're so cool. You're a crazy fish. Not quite as big as the first one, but a freaking hamburger. Oh, I want to catch the one that I just lost. That's what I want. Because that joker was a freaking tuna. He was fighting like a tuna, like a shark. I'm so into this moment, I'm like fishing the boat backwards and I don't even care. Because my trolling motor's been kind of acting weird today. So I'm just kind of floating through this just hotbed. I don't even need to be whispering. There was another one right there. Yeah. Look at that little bass getting in there. Oh, that's a little like a little mean mouth or a spot or something. I can never tell. Look at this. Ouch, that's a spine. Look at that, it's a little spotted bass. Looks like a mean mouth because it's got that tiny little mouth. Sandpaper tongue, gold body, tank. Oh God, he splashed me in the eye. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I was just getting hit like a billion times on that last cast, but I just figured, you know what, let me just let him tap it. All right, we got some multi-species action going on here. My A-rig's like, it's all jacked up. The baits aren't even flopping right anymore. The hooks are wrapped around the bodies and baits are getting torn off. Swim bait heads. God bless this A-rig, it's been through a lot. And it's caught me a lot of fish, so got nothing bad to say about this piece of equipment for sure. Well, there you go. There's a continuation of my life where I just cannot catch fish. But hey, you know what? I shouldn't even say that. We caught some mega hybrids today. Not even mega, but just the two that we caught. One more that we hooked into, or a couple more we hooked into that were just insane fighting fish. The hardest fighting fish I've ever caught, I think, or freshwater fish, I should say. But I had a great day. Anytime we can get in the old blue LOJO, get out on the river, do some fishing. Anytime we can do that, it's a good day. So I shouldn't be so hard on myself. But yeah, remember to check out Mystery Tackle Box Pro or Mystery Tackle Box or shopcrawls.com, any of that stuff. So it's always nice to support the sponsors of the channel who help support my channel. So, you know, you guys know the deal by now, most of you, about Mystery Tackle Box. It's an awesome product. I love it. But if you guys are enjoying the boat videos, make sure you're smashing the thumbs up button. Make sure you're letting me know. Give me your experience with hybrid fishing in the comment section. Just let me know what's your PB hybrid or what's your biggest hybrid. Yeah, not much more to say, guys. Just kind of a raw, straight up fishing day today. No badge. I know, I'm sad. Sad too, but I do fish when he's not here occasionally. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. See you. Bye.